Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot, formerly known as the Black Dot, for the people who watched our exclusive interview.
Still Black Dot to you if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Remember, change comes from within. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change.
So if you missed it, you missed the exclusive. He was the one that actually came out after all of the jokes he makes on me. It was actually him.
Yes, but we are glad to be here.
Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you on a Tuesday. If you know us, we usually here on Mondays and Thursdays. Live and direct.
Thursdays.
But yesterday, had a little, we were out.
We did the damn thing for Grandma now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Shouts out to Grandma Francis.
We did the goddamn thing for Grandma Francis.
Absolutely.
A standing room only.
Absolutely.
At the funeral, and then the repast where everybody gets together. It's good to see old friends and when you are the mayor or the godmother of the block, which you carry all the history, people from way back come out. And I saw people, because, I've been around there since 77. I've saw people from 77.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the way up. And
you saw somebody that you knew as a kid, but she was an adult. And I'm like, she's still alive. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I was like, oh, Miss So-and-so still alive? She walked up on me. I'm like, I could have swore I went to your service, unless this is a parallel universe.
Yeah.
And she was still kicking.
Yeah.
And so it was good. There was no drama. No family beef, no nothing. Everyone came out,
it was beautiful.
Showed up and showed out, and that's the way that it should be.
Absolutely.
We took care of that, and then we were just kind of drained from all the process.
It was a lot,
and so we said, let's not come on,
And we appreciate you guys understanding.
We appreciate the understanding of the situation, and then, but it did lead, I did have a lot of open questions. And so some of the open questions was, about the burial. I've covered this before, but, her casket was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Pink.
Yeah.
Just shellacked out and said mama on it. You know what I mean? And then those who...
And in true fashion, not aware of, the time and place, people are grieving. Go ahead.
We were all sitting around.
Yeah.
And I just openly asked family and friends, like, how come, you never get to stay there for the full burial?
Some cemeteries do that,
No. I've been to a lot of funerals. No. So they ashes to ashes and dust to dust you. And then they say, okay, family, go down out of here. Because you only got these rentals, because they blame it on limousine and stuff. And then there's always one little Mexican way down there at the entrance. He's acting like he's, gardening or something. He got a headpiece in. Yes, they're leaving. And when they leave, I just question if they bring the body back up and put grandma in a pine box and put that casket back on display. That's all I was asking. You know what I mean? And it was very uncomfortable for a few people. Yeah. That they were like this is not the time. And I'm like, no, this is kind of good time. Because you guys were there. I mean, did you see?
Yeah, and then we sitting at the table. We, at the repast when, everybody's hungry, but nobody's eating yet. So everybody, we waiting around. He asked a question, and I was not ready for it. He said, so we're going to have to wait for grandma to come back to eat? I almost spit out my water.
I thought that was the
I was just like, come on, man. Come on, man.
We're all waiting around.
Jesus,
and I'm like, geez,
man.
come on, let's get this thing going. You know what I mean? Grandma would love for us
to eat right now.
Now. And then you got to wait for the right people. And then, it's how often do you go back to the grave to visit? Okay, the first year, let's say you put grandma in the grave. Mm-hmm. The 1 year anniversary for sure. Mm-hmm. We coming back and we put some flowers down. Mm-hmm. 2-3 years out.
Yeah, well, some states, I actually read up on this yesterday because you asked that question. Some states are doing 100-year rentals now.
So after 100 years, see, that's the way they're going to cover it.
Yeah, 100-year
And see, this is what they do. This is how they get you. Like when they know you ain't been in a while and you come, like, I'm here to see my grandma. And what they do is they pull a book out and they blow the dust off it. You'd be like, they'd be like, I guess you haven't been here in a while. Yeah.
Then, some grass and you
it's a big book and they boom, and then they start looking down and she's in slot 72 blah, and then they tell their man get slot 72 so ready, and then at the time because it's always a long drive.
It is.
Pay attention. Yeah. When you be like, I remember we came right in and grandma was right there. No, you're gonna drive down to the end of the cemetery, then you're gonna make a left. And go all that gives them time to get everything ready, and then they'll throw like some dirt on it and they'll clear it off and stuff, and they'll step back. They never leave. They step back and grandma.
So what about the mob bosses who go like Frank Lucas? Remember he was going to was that Bumpy? Yeah, Bumpy Johnson. He was going to his grave every Sunday like clockwork. Remember that?
Well, see that they have to. That's a little different because the activity says this guy's here. Now my grandmother wasn't a mob boss, so there's no reason to extravate her body again. Say we got to extravate grandma because she was a part of a criminal. Shit, now that's a problem.
Okay.
But that casket, it's a great business because you sell about 10 caskets over and over in the same 10 caskets.
Yeah.
You just dust them off. And come on, it says mama. That's an easy one. Everybody got casket in there saying mama. Gosh. I'm just saying. And you're not leaving with your organs. You're not leaving with your organs. That's a fact.
Oh my God.
Eyeballs, teeth, all that shit is good money. Anyway, grandma.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Jesus.
In whatever that you were lowered officially into the ground and
Thank you guys for joining us, and these are the stuff we talk about.
JT, let's get JT the Pocket Watcher on the Graveyard Scammers.
That's a new video.
It's a new video, and I noticed you can't
follow me here. Follow me here. Yeah.
You never see them because has anybody been in and watched them stand around and put all the dirt and pound the dirt down on your grandma? No.
Yeah, and they never
because now you're hungry, you're still grieving, the limousine prices, and they like, these prices go up.
Yeah.
You better get on out of here.
You gotta fight your cousin
when
you get back to the repast.
So it's all a part of the...
This is a lot.
It's a lot, man.
It's a lot to think about. Never thought about this.
Anyway, everybody looked at me strange for the rest of the... The repast was a little uncomfortable as I was sitting there eating my food.
Yeah.
And,
clean it up.
Yeah.
He don't get out much.
Yeah, Mama Dot says, he think he on the show, right? He don't get out often. And then I was sniffing cocaine on the table or acting like I was sniffing cocaine. I was way out
You were
of
one.
control.
Yeah, I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But thank you guys. Let's do.
I blame everything on my hemoglobin.
Yeah, let's do a quick roll call, guys.
Yeah, roll call.
Greensboro, South Carolina in the building, Arkansas in the building. I saw who else? Louisville, Kentucky in the building.
Kentucky in the building.
What's happening? Tampa, what's good? Fort Lauderdale, what's good?
Fort Lauderdale.
Who else? Vegas in the house, Philly, Cincinnati,
Virginia in the building. PA in
Atlanta.
the building.
South Africa, okay.
Queens in the building.
VA, Houston,
South Kakalaka.
Jackson, Jersey.
Everybody's in the building.
We appreciate
man.
it. Yeah, thank you guys. Quick reminder, don't forget, you have about 9 days left.
About 9 days.
9 days left to join the membership to stay at the $5 a month or $50 for the year. Our price point also, because a lot of people hit me up about this. If you want to change your membership from $5 to $50, you're just gonna have to sign up at $50 and cancel.
Right. Sign up at 50 and cancel the other one.
Cancel the other one, or just let me know. Email me and let me know what you want to do, and then I'll get back with you.
Yes.
'Cause some people rather just pay the $50
For the year and not have to worry about it. Absolutely.
So just email info@urbanx.nyc if that is the case. If not, you got 9 days left.
And shout out to all the old school neighborhood who watched the show.
Absolutely, that was cool.
A lot of neighborhood, old school say, "Yo, we watched the show."
That was great. Thank you. We
And
appreciate
that
it.
is great because I appreciate too many of y'all to name.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna start naming, but I know who you are. Appreciate that.
Naptown in the building. But let's get to it.
Let's get to it now.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, guys, I don't know if you guys are realizing what's happening right now in the world, but I don't know if you like it or not. It seems to me that the mask mandates are on their way back.
Absolutely.
Right? So, but I have a question to it, and I'll get to it in a little bit. But Lionsgate Studios and another studio, Morris Brown College, they also announced that they are reinstating the mask mandates. I'm hearing that soon at airports we're gonna have to start wearing the mask again.
Yes.
6 feet apart on the plane. That's about to start coming because apparently there's a new variant of vid coming around. Somebody from Japan brought it here to Canada. And it's the same play. The same play as last time, as 2020, and it's they trying to like ramp it back up, and you're hearing whispers about it. But here's my question, because the same time that is bubbling, it seems like on the other end, the climate change lockdowns are bubbling as well. So I don't think you can do both at the same time, because humans need one thing to worry about. Too many things, people
Especially
freeze.
the herd.
Right. Too many things, then nothing happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So because we talked about the fires in Maui, right? Weird. But you're seeing a lot of people blame it on climate change and heating the planet, and all of a sudden, Canada forest fires, right? That's been happening more and more.
Yes.
Right? That's been happening more and more in forest fires. And then there was a governor, I forget what state he was from, and it was a fire, and he was just like, climate change is coming for us all. It's just getting hot here. And I was like, yo, this feels like a South Park episode. I don't know if you guys remember the South Park episode where it was talking about global warming, but they treated and they talked about global warming like it was an actual like event. Like global warming was coming today, right now, it's gonna happen. Global warming is happening, and that's how they're talking about it right now with these fires. So if you remember, a lot of the conspiracy theorists are saying like the next thing is the climate change. That's how they're going to institute more lockdowns, more mandates, just more totalitarian,
More restrictions. Yes.
So Southern California, the other day, they just experienced Hurricane Hillary.
Yes.
That was the first Category 4 hurricane in like 80 years, right? So that just further strengthens the narrative, right? Hurricanes in South Carolina. And I'm like, next is going to be an earthquake in New York, right? And like, that'll do it, right? But again, how can you do both at the same time?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The COVID and the climate, like, which one is it going to be?
Well, I think this is a sign of desperation. And I think what they're going to begin doing, just my humble opinion, they're gonna bring an all-out blitz. You know what I mean? So an all-out blitz with everything. So the climate change, UFOs, don't forget that.
War. Yeah.
Along with a vaccine, because the 2030, from which we understand as a date that they have allegedly chosen, that means you're behind schedule. That means you really got to get this thing in alignment somehow, some way. And so whatever bites for them, I think they're going to ramp it all up at one time, because none of it is making any sense. And there are not as many thinkers on the planet as you think there are.
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but as we're sitting here trying to at least have a somewhat critical analysis of just the information, most people are on autopilot.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, they will suffer the consequences of certain things, regardless if it's weather modification or climate change that don't like the color blue.
Oh, yeah,
you know, among other things.
This guy on TikTok, he put together like a little montage of pictures from the Maui fire. It was a blue car in the middle of like rubble, but it wasn't like burnt. Umbrellas, blue umbrellas,
Yes.
stuff like that weren't really burnt. And then it showed an example of like laser like technology that you can kind of mess with like its frequency. So it was burning the color red like fabric. It was burning like yellow fabric, green fabric, but
not blue.
The blue.
And
what the hell is that about?
And I'm also hearing that the reason, this could just be rumor, a lot of the other people's homes, like the rich elite, got this weird blue paint on them. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I tried to look that up, couldn't find any
Okay,
real
so we're not
confirmation on
gonna
that.
validate that. Some people say China, there was floods in China, earthquakes going on. This is a lot going on.
China actually accused, I think Russia accused America of practicing biological warfare.
Okay.
The other day, I think today.
But we do understand that these things exist. They can change, modify the weather. Then that is a weapon. They have sound weapons. So there is a lot going on all at one time. And all I can prepare us for is to just be prepared. Be more mentally prepared than anything else, but always have water. Always have non-perishable goods and a first aid kit and some batteries, just because. Now, whatever they're doing in the airports and places like that, that's a psychological, remember this is a psychological war as well. That's to psychologically place you back into a traumatic time. Whether you want to go there or not, the minute you see people with the mask on again, whether anything is manifested from that or not is beside the point. You are automatically placed back in a traumatic time, or what was considered the most traumatic time in some people's lifetime. And so some people still have not recovered from that. And the mask itself becomes a symbol now, an archetype symbol of trauma.
I wonder, like,
Not that it protected you from anything, it's a symbol. And by taking it off, you was almost giving your freedom. Again.
yeah, I wonder how people are going to react to it this time, because towards the end, people just started getting so fed up, like, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? People was fighting, people was, you know what I'm saying? So now...
And I think that may have been, not to cut you off, I think now that may have been because they didn't come behind it with whatever was next. They can't run the same exact play.
Right.
So if they make you put the mask on this time, you have to be prepared for the next move that's going to justify or, make that mask seem like it was definitely warranted.
And then now, because since then, 2023, since 2020, we've gotten more scientific information, right? So during the whole during the whole pandemic lockdown stuff, right? We got debates between the science community about like virologists on like how a virus behaves versus how it doesn't. Then people on the ground just started like picking stuff up. Now I don't know if you peep. The new debate is the Earth really cooling, or is it actually getting hotter and stuff like that? But how will the climate change debate happen now that it's getting cold? Is it going to be like severe, like weather, like
That's an interesting point.
Storms, like snowstorms, and then now you're going to tell us that's because the weather's getting hotter. Like, I don't understand that.
Those are interesting points. And if the earth is getting hotter, how does that not benefit black people? Highly melanated individuals. See, remember, the cover story is what the cover story is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this whole Hollywood is a cover story. There's no way y'all gonna shut down the biggest mind control propaganda machine ever created called Hollywood because a few actors want a few extra dollars. That makes no sense to me. Why everyone else is believing, no. They need this machine for predictive programming. They need this machine for mind control. They need this machine to go at your subconscious, superconscious, infinite conscious minds. They need it to project another illusion out into another specific space and time. And Hollywood is the battery that gets that done. And that is shut down because a few actors want to hold their rights. It just never made sense to me. Yeah. But that's the cover story, so that's what we're going with. This whole climate change, to me, is code word for highly melanated individuals who can withstand the sun like no one else, being able to receive information. And this is not pseudo talk. We know that the sun provides information or we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? So the information that we need to receive so that we can come online to fight this enemy, I believe is going to be distorted in the fact that they will not be able to put their hand outside without a scorching, burning sun screwing them up. And that's just me. So put that in there with the UFOs, put that in there with war, put that in there with viruses, put that in there with Bigfoot. I don't know if you've seen the new Bigfoot videos.
No, I didn't. Oh, my gosh.
Sasquatch videos.
What?
Put it all in there, in the gumbo, to keep you,
The stock market.
Yeah, stock market.
Yeah,
it's so much going on. And the easiest way for me to deal with it is to say, hey, it's none of my business. None of it is my personal business. And so I sit back, I watch, I observe so that I may get an understanding of where this thing is going. Because if the planet explodes, we're all gonna die. So why should I don't have an underground bunker. I don't have, enough money to, go down and take my family. I take everybody but Malcolm down into my underground city.
Right.
I'm definitely taking Noble and other family members, but anybody who says something slick, you ain't in. And most of us don't. So let's not burn energy. I keep telling you guys, we are in the phase now where you can't burn energy on anything that's not relevant. You got to do your math, pull out your calculator, and be like, so-and-so ain't talking to me. Do I give a shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm not burning no energy on that. It's a waste of energy. Every move in your life now is about preserving your energy because you're going to need it. And leaking out into the social media world, which is, we're starting to sound like a broken record, giving so much energy to these articles and this, that, and following this one and that one. Sometimes you're forced to leak some energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That you normally don't want to do.
Yeah.
But for the most part, keep your energy reserved and just do simple formulas for yourself. Do I give a shit?
Yeah, I almost, I tweeted, I had a tweet and I deleted it 4 times about Amanda Seales because she was on a podcast and she was talking about how Biden's past doesn't matter because what the Republicans are doing now, and I was like, no. No.
Your energy is important.
She's an idiot, by the way.
She's a super idiot.
She's an idiot.
She's a super idiot, and that was energy. Look, I just wasted 2 kilograms of energy saying that shit.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
But for the sake of the show,
energy is your spirit, right? Energy is your spirit.
For the sake of the show,
for the sake of the show, we gotta cover something.
This is what I will say. For the sake of the show about Amanda Seales, what I do appreciate now is that because I think we have gotten, we've taken like the rose tinted glasses off a lot of celebrities, especially activism celebrities. We kind of just see through it.
Yes.
And we just see the longer you let them talk, the more you see they're not equipped to have these conversations, and you shouldn't take them seriously anyway.
Yes.
That was just a clear example from her. Okay, so the 94 crime bill, we should not think about that at all.
Because he's a changed person.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Did he free all the black people? Did he expunge all the records because he's a changed person? Because he drafted that, he was proud of it, but did he do that? No, so I don't see
And
the
that's
change.
just the recent stuff. They're all criminals.
Absolutely.
All of them.
Absolutely.
So let's not forget what Trump did with the Central Park 5. Let's not forget none of it.
Absolutely.
And don't engage in it because it's not your fight. It's a fight that's for other people, not you.
Sound of from Central Park 5. What was the dude's name? Corey. He was out there. He was out there
At the hip-hop joint.
Yes. So we did see him. He was
Yes,
out there.
absolutely. Shout him out. He was definitely out there.
He was definitely out there.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, we got. Do we have to apologize? Did I say something crazy about Shi'Carri Richardson?
No, but
I don't remember.
No, but
we were hard on her because
we were a little hard on her. So now we got to do the right thing.
Yeah, she whipped ass. She broke a world record.
Cause I remember saying she cannot beat them Jamaicans.
I did. I think we said that.
I said she cannot beat them Jamaicans.
Yeah,
And she whipped those Jamaicans ass.
Yeah. Corey Wise, thank you. That was his name.
Yeah, Corey Wise. Yeah, let me tell you. And I watched the lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let me tell you.
And she was in like lane 9.
She was in lane 9.
That's OD.
But what happened was I kept my eye on the Jamaicans. Right? And they had an arrogance about them.
Yeah.
They was just like, it was.
We gotta talk about something about this guy.
Okay, they were warming up and shit, and the cameras on them. They was like, and one of them I think is my best friend's brother's daughter. My best friend from back in the day, Gary.
Okay.
Gary Grant, his brother Ray, who I also knew he was older. I believe that's his daughter, right?
Okay.
And so, no disrespect to the Jamaicans, because I grew up with them.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
I'm just saying, and they were, and they foxy too, and they was out there like, this is in the bag. And they showed a couple of other, countries and stuff, and they look worried, like, oh my God, even if I just come in 7th, I'm proud. And they showed my girl, Shi'Carri, she was like, She had that black shit with her, like, we gonna see.
Yeah.
We gonna see. And they said, get set. And they fired off the shit. And she shot out there. And them Jamaicans,
They was,
and it seemed like they was gonna be together.
Yeah.
Like the two
and she came at the bottom of the screen.
And she just came out the bottom of the screen like she was running off a plantation. Like she had dogs and slave catchers after her. She was like, pew! And shout out my girl, Shi'Carri Richardson. And she was very humble after that.
Yo, but here's the thing. This is what I wanted to say. So she wins, and it's kumbaya with everybody. I didn't know if I think I wanted the same energy from everybody.
You mean, what do you mean?
Because with the Jamaicans, like with Shelly and all of them, they all started taking pictures with her, like congrats. And I don't. No,
because they disrespect. They faded her.
Yeah. So you know when you finally beat somebody, and
they
then
was laughing at her last year.
You know when
I saw them getting them same Jamaicans.
Right. You know when you finally beat somebody, and then like they downplay your win, and just like no, no, you're not gonna do that.
No, she handled it well.
She did. She
blew by all the European media and all that, and she sat down with some black media. And
no,
that's because you want to be petty.
A little.
She was above petty. I always believed in you. Now I'm gonna tell the truth.
A little.
I'm switching up my shit. I always believed in you, girl. I just wanted you to
when
focus. When everybody else was down on you, and I didn't think you could beat them Jamaicans. You got it together, girl, and you persevered, and you are an American story. FBA. Fuck them Jamaicans. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn right.
Okay.
FBA all day. I've been FBA. I pay my $22 a month membership.
Oh my gosh.
No, but we want to congratulate her.
Yeah, that was. Listen,
The
them
comeback
women.
story. Them women are, first of all them women are fast as hell.
bro. Oh my God.
Right?
I'd have pulled something.
Yeah, and to be in those kind of races and to stay focused, she did her damn thing. I'm glad for her. She could have been like, screw everybody. She kept it humble. And so now she is the fastest woman in the world.
Yeah. She ran like a 10.39. Like it was something else.
It's some fast shit.
Yeah.
It's some fast shit. Okay? And so shout her out.
That is dope. So congrats again. Congrats.
Yes.
So in other news, the Fresh and Fit podcast apparently
Dumb bozos.
Yeah, apparently they got demonetized off YouTube, and the guy Myron, one of them, like he went on. They went on like emergency podcast session, live stream, and he started crying about saving kids is one thing, but saving you guys, like I care about saving you guys more.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
All of that filth,
Yo, and you know what's
that
crazy?
they were promoting on that show.
Yo, and the fact that they were able to get along, like to stay along for as long as they did, they were wearing Klan masks. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just dogging black women, dogging black men.
It just was bad, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm glad at least YouTube or somebody stood up and said enough is enough of this. Because when you start messing with people's pockets, now everybody want to be apologetic. You know what I mean? Now everybody want to say, no, this is about you. Bull.
Yeah.
Y'all was totally, and I'm surprised I ain't seen none of them, but I don't want to promote violence with an eye jammy or nothing or holding their eye.
No, they were beefing with another podcast, Preach and Abba and Preach. Eli watches them.
Okay.
And they were beefing with them, and I heard like one of them was supposed to run. Like it was a mess. It was a mess in the.
See this part, and remember this whole social media thing has turned dudes who wouldn't say nothing to you in school. So, let me tell you, man, 3:00 was everything. When I grew up, 3:00. You sitting there, no, yo, put that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you said your mother. You said something about my mother? 3:00. There was no if, and then everybody would whisper, 3:00. So you know where we gonna be. So that was the end of the story. 3:00, we got it on. Either I whipped your ass, you whipped my ass. That was it. It ain't no, I'm fuck you, your mother, everybody, because I'm 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
And my chest is poked out.
Yeah.
This internet, social media,
Thank
famously
you.
black. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
3:00 was it. Everything got resolved. And then the closer it got to 3, you got a little nervous.
Yeah.
You know, teacher called, huh? Oh, I gotta read, yeah, you know. And my man Wayne was the master of the 3:00 because he had bigger brothers who was bullies. He would go to the window. Now we on the 4th floor, and he would look out the window and act like he's speaking to his brothers. Be out there. Be out there. And I used to be like, oh shit. It's going. His brothers ain't out there. What are the chances? But that was Wayne's game to get out of shit. You know what I mean? No, you have these little games, man. No. So now there is no 3:00, and so you have these dudes who can get on these shows, wherever they are, and talk shit.
Yeah.
It's just not a cool thing. It's not a cool thing at all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Not a cool thing.
But yeah. So
all.
they got
But I hope they get what they got coming for them.
I don't know.
Well, YouTube is a big platform.
Yeah.
We had to come back.
Yeah. Facts.
We had 9 people follow us. We had we was like, we out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, we out and y'all ain't gonna be able to see this great show no more. Unless you sign up for our private membership. And we saw today's the last day. And then Monday came around and we was checking, like, obviously it's gonna be a bombardment. People signing up.
Link still good?
The link's still good. Check the link, Michael. Make sure the link is, it's like it's still working and stuff, you know. So now the link's good, man. It's about 9 people. So we did 50 shows.
60.
60 with about
60.
200 people.
No, it was more than that. Y'all know it was more
And
than
then
that.
y'all stayed over there and got
was
that
more than that,
free,
but we appreciate
y'all got
you guys.
the free cheese.
We appreciate y'all.
Y'all was getting the free cheese with somebody else, and then we had to put our tail between our legs
Came back.
and be like, we're back.
Yeah.
Hey.
But the people who did come, we appreciate y'all.
Nah, the people who did
and the
come.
people who still members right now.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We really do.
Like
We
y'all know,
really-
if y'all watch them exclusives, we've been on a little.
we've been giving it up in the exclusives.
We've been on a little run, man.
trying to, add some value.
Been on a little run, man.
But that helps you with your ego too. These people are not loyal to you.
Listen.
As much as you think they are. Save the ones who came over. Yeah.
But yo, you know what? There is something to be said about if you just kind of just look at, I guess, the podcast content creation landscape, right? There's a lot of white platforms. They get huge. They talk about nothing.
Right.
Right? But the black platforms, to get huge, you either have to be celebrity or you have to really placate. You have to really like pander to like a real alt-right crowd
Or say something. You gotta be on some. You
who's
gotta be
eating ass?
Yeah,
and
who's eating? Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah. Shout out Mace and
Cam.
They just signed a $30 million podcast deal. Shout them out.
Yeah, they did.
For their hard work and dedication to their craft. And you know what I mean? So big them up.
I feel a little sarcasm in that statement.
No sarcasm. I mean,
listen. I'm with it if you with it. We could do it.
Nah. Mace is a reverend.
True.
And
you see, now I'm not gonna lie. So they had a funny. Ice Cube was up there, and they were asking him about like why wasn't Chris Tucker in more Fridays? And he was saying like he didn't want to curse and promote weed and stuff like that. And then Mace said, "Niggas always get religious." And then they both pointed at each other. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that's hilarious.
So they have their moments on their show. They found the lane.
Yeah.
That kind of works for them. And we're not gonna sit here and act like they haven't benefited from celebrity.
Yeah.
They have their lane. So yes.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. But we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll be right back.
We shall return.
Any minute now. And now.
This summertime on Patty Z Radio, each and every Saturday, DJ Z drops some cool summer romance jams from 8 to 10 p.m. London time. Follow at Patty Z Radio on Instagram and Twitter for more info. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music.
Welcome to www.presto.shop, your personalized photo creations. We have everything from hoodies to t-shirts, keychains, mugs, and cups. Our items make great gifts for graduations, birthdays, celebrations, holidays, and so much more. So reach out for any special occasion and send your pictures over, and we can turn it into something beautiful and spectacular. We specialize in everything from rugs, blankets, pillows, cups, and so much more. Contact us today at support@presto.shop.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending you lots of love and gratitude. Thank you so much for allowing me to continuously connect with you and your spirit team. Know that whether you're receiving guidance and confirmation with an angel oracle card session, or you're having your energy centers realigned with a chakra balancing session, or you're releasing trauma and pressure, with a mental healing session, I am here to be of service to you. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to see all my services and availability, and also visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos for you to follow through and learn more about your spiritual journey. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and until we connect again, one love.
Back.
And we are back. Thank you for your continued support.
Absolutely.
Here at the #1 Father and Son podcast. We're the only podcast that is 35% inaccurate every show. At least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't research nothing. We just
absolutely.
We put stories out there.
Yeah.
Black Dot is liable to start some rumors. But it keeps you sharp. Like, this is a participation thing.
Yeah.
Like, you go, well, you know what? No, that shit is wrong.
Yeah.
Dot, you're wrong. Oh, okay, yeah. So we don't come up here. We are the advanced thinkers of
high level
conversations. Shit. We don't have none of that. We just, we 35% inaccurate.
You know what I mean?
And we put it, that should be our new logo. Urban X TV. 35% inaccurate.
Yeah.
Hey, work with it.
We might have to. I saw. So I was on Instagram, right, on our Urban X account, and I was getting tagged in some really just weird stuff, right?
Okay.
And I'm glad that it's Urban Excellence. I'm glad because the Urban X Awards. Happened last week, I think.
Oh yeah, that's something different.
So I was just like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, that's something different. Yeah,
what is happening right now?
Yeah.
That is not us.
That is
we
not
have
us.
no affiliation with that.
Please don't be signing up asking where's all the ass and tits.
Yeah, that was not us. I was just like,
don't do
this?
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I saw this the other day. It made me a little sad. The Michael Jackson sexual abuse suits against him were revived by a judge. An appeals court in California determined that the lawsuits by the two men, Wade Robeson and James Safechuck, can actually proceed against his estate. So they actually revived those lawsuits.
Okay. Who are these individuals?
These are the ones who the HBO doc, the one that Oprah worked on.
Oh, Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay, Oprah worked on this.
These are the two guys. So then he was accused of sexually abusing them as children. And remember that those were dropped, and now the appeals court revived them.
So he's not even here, and there's people still after his. How do you go about defending something when the defendant themselves are not here? How? What kind of case can you present? How lopsided is this going to be?
So, I'm reading a New York Times article. It says the men, Wade Robeson and James Safechuck, have alleged that Mr. Jackson sexually abused them for years, and that employees of the two companies, MJJ Productions Inc. and MJJ Ventures Inc., were complicit in acting as co-conspirators, collaborators, facilitators, and alter egos for the abuse. The suit says that the employees of the companies owed a duty of care to the boys and failed to take steps to prevent abuse. So it seems like they revived it to go after those business entities.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
Not him specifically, but it is him.
Right.
And he's not here to defend himself either. You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I just think it's cheap, and it's another way to just try to tear a legacy down, and to get money from it.
People will do anything for money these days, and I want to be careful because we know what sexual abuse does take place in this country. But I mean, so I don't know all the details with this crazy stuff, man.
I just thought it was crazy when I found out. I was like, they reviving that. How they do that?
Yeah.
So staying with the court system, a federal judge actually dropped Hunter Biden's tax crimes.
That's the son. They dropped his.
They dropped it.
But yet, if I don't pay my taxes,
there was an IRS agent that got killed due to friendly fire because of target practice, right? And everybody's like, whoa, why is IRS agents shooting guns?
Right.
But they'll drop his case. It even caused CNN to actually like flip on Joe Biden. They go like, all right, this is getting like way too obvious of just a cover up for
absolutely
the Biden family. Like they've been accused of some wild stuff, taking money, getting people fired over in Ukraine, him getting money in Ukraine, him talking about Joe helping Hunter with his business dealings in Ukraine and China, and he's just like, yo, what the hell? So now CNN, which is way left leaning, even looking at them like, tell me something's going on and it's not right. It was a guy, I think Jeff Tapper even came on and was just like, yo, Trump might have been right.
Right, yeah.
Never thought I'd hit it. Never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah.
But it's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy.
It's really, really getting crazy.
And it's going to get crazier as we move closer to, what is these, the primaries. Is it the primaries or it's the...
No, we're about to be in full swing.
Okay.
Like once...
We're not there yet.
We're about to be in full swing as far as like election season.
And let's pay attention to that alignment with all of the things that have been going on with masks.
Yep.
All of that psychological stuff, because problem, reaction, solution is always in play.
Absolutely.
And so Biden's team may have, this is just something I want you to think about, one more move to make to ensure that they win the election. So if you got to put the mask back on and all of these crazy things.
They'll lose.
No, but before the election, if they come out and do something where you win, and we finally found the perfect to get rid of, because remember, they're going to create a problem.
Yeah.
There's going to be a reaction and sitting on the other side. So how quick they execute this may determine on how, because the election is in November, yes?
Next year. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so we still have time for them to lay out a beautiful plan of, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Roseanne, she said that there's not going to be an election next year. She said
a couple of people have
I said that. I was like, yo, it just don't seem like
a couple of people
we'll get there peacefully, right? So, speaking of that, Trump plans to turn himself in Fulton County on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Remember, they got those like I think it was the RICO indictments against them.
Yeah, him and Rudy Giuliani.
Right. And remember, they said we're gonna get his mugshot. We're gonna make sure we process him like anybody else who's to get arrested. I think I don't ever see us getting Trump mugshot. That's just what if you get image does that?
There you go.
You get what I'm saying?
Now you understand. If they remember, Trump has a huge following, whether you like it or not, a cult-like following. If they see their leader,
right,
it could reverse what they was trying to do. Now our leader, the martyrism, you know what I'm saying, the level of martyrism that comes with that is more than you can possibly imagine. They got our leader,
right?
You know what I'm saying, in a mugshot. Dude, it could reverse it and galvanize the people in America. They would never do that to any other president. We have presidents with Nixon, with Watergate, all kind of presidents who have been impeached. Wasn't Bill Clinton impeached?
Yeah, but they wouldn't arrest him for that, though.
Okay, but I'm just simply saying, you would never see, for them to drag him, and then, how does he go to jail? I mean, what's the process? Because he had Secret Service for life.
Yeah.
So is his Secret Service go to jail with him?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I'm talking mad shit in there. My Secret Service got guns.
Yeah, and she wants to give him a $200,000 bond. He'll pay that.
I'm coming into prison like, yo.
Yeah.
Who the biggest nigga in here? It's my house now.
Yeah.
All right. All your snacks and all that shit gotta run through me now.
Yeah.
Why? Because I got two niggas with guns.
Yeah.
And they will let him off. All right? That's the gangster shit. So, no. Trump's not going to jail, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I don't see this happening.
Come on.
Don't see it happening.
So, if you see his mugshot, it's to make Democrats think, yeah. It's to make Republicans go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is what we doing? And then it makes the third party, his cult following, they might start loading up. So, these are trigger points.
Yeah.
Like dog whistles. You know, certain images you never show.
And that's all what I'm seeing politics is right now. It is literally like, you hit us, we hit you. You hit us, we hit you. That's all that's happening, right? So we got more stuff on Biden, indict Trump. More stuff on Biden or his son, indict Trump. It's going back and forth, back and forth. It's all theater. Thank you, Henry.
It's all
Nunez.
theater.
It's all theater. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds.
Hit that like button.
Please. We'd appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
We'd appreciate that. So, the other day, I saw a report that Dwayne Haskins, right? He was ex-quarterback for the Commanders, right? Remember, he passed away last year, I think.
2 years, I think.
Maybe 2 years. And the story when it came out was wild. Like, he was on the side of the road. He got hit by a garbage truck. Weird story.
I couldn't even pull my shoulder out on the story. I was wanting to because I couldn't find enough pieces. It was combobulated parts of the story. Real weird.
Right? But then, apparently, new details have come out that it was a lawsuit that claimed that he was drugged, robbed, extorted before being struck by the dump truck while standing on the highway in South Florida. And then, apparently, he was allegedly drugged and robbed by a man and 3 women. Right? The allegations include a contention that the dump truck was speeding, driving carelessly, and above the weight limit. So it's just weird.
Yeah, I think Snyder had something to do with that. Let me hit Leslie.
Allegedly.
Please.
The owner, remember, the owner of the Commanders at the time was at war with all of the other owners in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so he's the one allegedly who leaked the picture of Jerry Jones.
That's right.
As a kid.
Right.
In a racist situation. He knows he's a part of the Good Boys Club, so he began to leak stuff. And I believe Haskins, because what you do is go watch Winning Time. Right? And so Winning Time, Jerry Buss brought Magic Behind the Curtain. And they were doing a lot of, weird stuff. And, so Haskins being the quarterback, he knew a lot of the inner workings, from what I understand. And he was going to expose, because remember, they traded him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To Miami or
Baltimore.
somewhere.
I think it was Baltimore.
Somewhere. And as a result, I think that
Steelers. It was the Steelers.
Wet work needed to be done. And so a team was in place, sloppy team.
Yeah.
Because I think the truck driver was in on it too.
It was like the story itself was just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, that was crazy.
And so that's just, rarely do you get those details.
Yeah.
So whatever it was, or maybe they had to be drugging him for something. You don't drug people unless you're trying to rob them of something. Then he was supposed to be walking because he was out of gas. If memory serves me correct, the story, 35% inaccurate, you know what I mean, was something about him carrying a gas tank because he was out of gas. The whole story just got very, very weird.
Definitely a weird story.
Mike Tom didn't give a chance, and ironically didn't give quarterbacks opportunities. And then he passed. Stories always felt shaky. Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, it was odd.
It just was odd. But I connected it all the way to Snyder, who was at war. They finally got Snyder out of there, but at a very expensive cost.
They're trying to, I guess Native Americans want the name to be reinstated back to Redskins.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, so now the Commanders is going to be...
They want them
What about the Cleveland Indians? Are they going to be...
I don't know.
Because they're the Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't know.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds.
Yeah, that sounds like an espionage operation. Yes, it did.
So, Irv Gotti was on the Drink Champs again recently. This is the second time I think he was on there.
Okay.
And enough is enough. Listen, I'm tired. I'm tired of like that era of rappers or people in the music industry when they come back and they just allowed to just talk nonsense, and it scares me about Irv because he still believes what he's talking about.
Not only that, he thinks he's a good fella.
Yeah.
Everything is, that Joe is not my friend. He speaks like he's a good fella.
Yeah.
He speaks like he's connected.
Like he's actually a Gotti. Like it's
like he's a Gotti.
Yeah, it's like, yo, dude.
And that he sits above, and some of his statements are just way off base. Like, how you gonna say Jay-Z didn't need Dame Dash? Now, give Dame Dash his goddamn credit. Jay-Z went on to supersede expectations. Fine. But do not tell me he didn't need Dame Dash.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't need, then why was he with him? Jay-Z is from Brooklyn. Dame Dash and Biggs, and niggas from Harlem. So obviously they came together because I remember Jay-Z with the original flavor. He used to diggity diggy bop, biggity biggy bop bop bop, and that shit wasn't selling, right? I remember that shit. He was dope back then, but it was biggity biggity bop, biggity big, you know, and all that, and that shit wasn't selling, and he dressed different. You know what I mean? He came around them Harlem niggas, and niggas was like, "Who your man?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when he slowed that shit down and started narrating the stories, where you get these stories from? You know what I mean? And Dame and them, from what I understand, isn't the story that they put up the money when labels didn't want to mess with them because Jay-Z got dismissed from all of these labels? And so they put up their own money. Where did the money come from?
Yeah.
We can't say because then that would implement them in a RICO case.
RICO.
Right? It would implement anybody else, but not them. Not Jay-Z. All right? And so...
Listen, the RICOs in hip-hop is your cheat sheet to know who and who isn't feds.
There you go.
That's it. Cheat sheet right there. But
Drop the bomb.
that's something else.
Drop the bomb. And so now when Jay-Z got in and on, maybe he didn't like the brass behavior of Dame Dash, who looked around the room and realized 85% of you people are not needed. We have the talent, we have the street connection, and so they were trying to do something else. Jay-Z wanted the fame and the fortune, and he was tired of looking over on Billboard and seeing Sean Diddy Combs, who, by the way, has his own set of issues right now that we won't talk about, right? On Billboard charts by himself, and he wanted to be a boss by himself, not a boss as a part of three, which is a natural thing sometimes. That's why groups break up. That's why Beyonce is not with what's them girls' name?
Destiny's Child?
Destiny's Child. Right? That's why Diana Ross left the Supremes.
Yeah.
That's why Teddy Pendergrass left the you know, Hal Melvin and the list goes on and on, and Michael Jackson left the Jacksons. The list goes on and on and on, right? So
David Ruffin and
David Ruffin and the Temptations. Yeah, we can keep going with this, right? And so at some point he broke off after being schooled by Leo Cohen and a few others that this was going to be his downfall. Dame Dash's behavior and Brass not wanting to play ball and certain other things is going to be his downfall. So he broke off and he created himself. You know, he had the rhymes, he would pick the beats, but let's not act like Dame Dash was insignificant in the foundation of Rockefeller. It's just not fair.
And then remember, Irv, he went on to say, like he talked about when he was trying to get Nas to sign with Murder Inc. And he told Nas, like, yo, you know what we should do? He said, yo, let's go through the hood in Rolls Royces and Bentleys. And let's just, you know, ride through the hood in Baltimore and just eat chicken on the corner. That shit would be legendary. And he said, Nas was just like, yo, what if we get killed out there? Like, he was just like, then we martyrs, nigga.
Yeah.
And he actually, but like, you still believe what you're talking about? It wasn't even like he was telling him like, yo, I was wilding. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, this nigga actually think he believe this shit. And one thing I like about Nas is he's Virgo. So he was like, no. As a Virgo, analyze this shit.
And I don't want to be a part of this organization.
I don't want to be a part of this shit no more.
Yeah.
This shit makes no sense.
Yeah.
We martyrs. Yeah. So you know, some people get locked. I always get on the 80s rappers who get locked into, you know, popping and locking and see my man in 30 years. This nigga like, what up, D? You still know your moves? Like, nah. You still got your rhyme, but no, nigga. Yeah. I'm a grandfather now. You know, I live life. You know, and so, but now these dudes getting locked in. His laugh from Irv Gotti. I mean, like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's the best I can say. It's over. Let it go. You're gonna still make money in the industry somehow because of some connections, but kind of let that go.
Like,
you know,
I'm so tired of it. Like, and then I saw a really interesting conversation, right? And somebody said, white people, Italian people, Asian people, all these people, they have their underground, right? They have their criminal element. Everybody.
Yes.
But we as black people are the only ones who celebrate that, right? So Italians, they boycotted the Godfather book, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't want the movie to be made either.
Yes.
Because it shined too much of a negative light, right?
Or who they are
as a people. Scarface with the Cubans, like, they didn't like that, right? The Cuban community, they didn't like that. The Asians with the triads, they don't like that.
Yes.
The white people with the biker organizations, they look at them like they just dirt, like, get out of here. But we're the only ones that prop up these figures, these, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
the heroes in our neighborhoods are always the ones.
Like, he still believed, like,
well,
you know, when somebody don't drop the character, and that was my issue, I promise you, with Rick Ross, when, like, the first few years, I'm like, drop the character.
Yeah, you can drop the character now. Yeah.
And now, I think he's hilarious. You think he's weird? I think Ross is hilarious.
He's weird.
He dropped the character, and he just is.
He's weird. He's acting
But he
weird.
used to always do interviews, like, you know, he was really, like, Teflon, like, dude.
Yeah. Let all that stuff go. Again, because I'm not sure we as a people have elevated to the point where part of me feel like we're behind. Mm-hmm. And so that used to be their thing, but that's so far behind the Italians, so far behind the Chinese, because they have set up legitimate business and infrastructure where now they can bury that aspect. I'm not sure we have reached that point yet where in 100 years from now, we can literally just bury it. You know what I mean? But for now, it's all we got.
Yeah.
It's all we got.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Back to commercial? Damn,
it's time.
Damn, is it?
It is.
Is it?
Dude, it is.
Is it?
It is.
All right, it is.
We'll be right back.
Tonight, there's growing outrage over this video showing at least 2 police officers in Kenosha, Wisconsin with their guns drawn following 29-year-old Jacob Blake as he walks around the front of a gray SUV. We paused the video after he opens the door with his back to an officer. At least 7 shots can be heard.
Don't think we don't see your pain. I got a real mentality, a better view of reality. This is life that I'm battling. Hey, don't think we don't see your pain. I got a real mentality, a better view of reality. This is life that I'm battling.
Yeah, we at the old world famous Oasis, Alkaline Oasis, out in Brooklyn. And to commemorate 50 years of hip hop, I think it's important that we launch this series speaking about hip hop, its potential, its effect, and all that it has done, or, to our generation. And so, since I'm the elder, I'll open up. Okay. But I have 3 different generations of hip hop lovers with me. And so for 50 years, it's been a long journey, but I also think that it's important that everyone gets a chance to reflect on what hip hop meant to them when you fell in love with hip hop. So Eli, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I fell in love with hip hop around 2009, 2008.
Who was the artist for you?
I would say probably Drake or Lil Wayne.
Drake or Lil Wayne. And these are monumental artists still to this day. Malcolm.
I would say, to be honest with you, I think my first was probably DMX. And then I got into Busta Rhymes because of his videos.
Yes.
And then I started watching Cash Money with Lil Wayne. That was my guy for a while. And then I came back to Lil Wayne once he started going on his run. And then I was in the car with Marcus. He was driving me, I think, to football practice, and a Biggie verse came on, and it was the most incredible thing I had ever heard ever in life. And then I went on my whole Biggie rabbit hole, Eazy-E rabbit hole. So I was kind of everywhere with it. Like, I didn't really have like a set person I followed. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So. And Marcus, you being the elder out of the three.
The first experience I started to fall in love with hip hop was listening to Criss Cross.
Yes.
Jump.
I remember taking you to their
my first concert.
And you wore the clothes backwards. It was real
my first
cool.
concert. That was my first and last concert ever, as far as a music concert. And I had an amazing experience, even though I was sick. But that was a footprint in my hip hop journey. And ever since then, I've always learned to listen to different artists like DMX, Biggie. It took me a while to catch up to Jay-Z because he was so far advanced.
Yes.
But Criss Cross got everything sorted.
A better view of reality. If this is life, then I'm better than real mentality.
And we're back.
We are back.
Thank y'all for joining us yet again.
Thank you for your support.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. The continued support that we get here. Become a member.
Yes.
You get all that good stuff.
Yes. It's a lot more in there as well. People have been taking the courses.
Nice.
You know, people have been watching all the extra content we got in there because we got a gang of content in there. It's like
yes.
hundreds of hours of stuff.
Yes.
I mean, so $5 for the month, $50 for the entire year now until September 1st. And then the price goes up. But it doesn't go up for you.
Never goes up for you.
Doesn't go up for you, though.
Never. This membership could reach $99.
Yeah.
But not for you.
Not for you.
Not for you.
So, there was a concert with Lana Del Rey.
I like her.
Did you see the video from the concert?
I saw the video from the concert.
Something happened where a bunch of people, it was like a wave went through and a bunch of people fell all at once.
Yes.
Now I'm seeing reports, some people said that they felt like a wave of energy just kind of pushed them over. I saw videos on the ground. I saw above, like what happened, it looked crazy. And I saw videos on the ground.
I only like that one song from Gatsby. That's how I.
Okay.
Great Gatsby.
Yes. I love that movie. Yeah.
That's how I connected with her through that song.
Yeah.
So I don't follow her as an artist, but you connect the song to a movie. Yeah, that did look a little weird. It did look a little weird, and I'm not sure if she was conjuring that energy, but that energy was there.
Yeah.
Could be your government working out new weapons. You know what I mean? At certain people's concerts. I don't know if she is a devil worshiper.
No, listen.
Or whatever the case may be, but
these concerts getting weird, man.
Yeah, these concerts because you have all of these people in one place at one time, that is a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how you harness that energy is important. And so I did see that, and I did think it was kind of odd.
Yeah.
I watched, 2 or 3 different angles, and you can't fake that. So those people weren't all faking, unless you got everybody in the audience in on it, which is highly unlikely.
Yeah.
So just something to think about.
Keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out.
Keeping an eye out.
So Billy, forget his name. Billy McFarlane, not McFarlane. Forget his name, but the guy who created Fyre Fest. And I don't know if you remember that documentary.
Yeah, that was a good documentary.
Yes.
Ja Rule didn't go to jail.
He didn't go to jail, but
he was a part of that.
Yes. So he's out of jail now, Billy. Now he is doing Fyre Fest Part 2 at an undisclosed location. Tickets are on sale from $4.99 to $7.999.
So either 4,000 or 8,000.
Yes, like 4,000 range to $8,000.
To 8,000 range. Last time he had people in mud huts.
Yeah,
right. Taking people up hills.
Yeah, he went to an island with no real plumbing or no plumbing that can handle the amount of people he said he would have.
It was
there.
bad.
It was bad. It was cheese sandwiches. He put local businesses out of business.
Yes, it was bad.
It was bad. It was real bad. And I was telling you earlier, I said I think people would go just to see the
people are into the nostalgia of recreating an event that became famous for something bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to this one and I'm gonna have my camera and and so he'd been down for about 4 years.
Yeah.
So he had plenty of time to think this and the audacity. See, this be the narcissist aspect of the come out and say,
listen.
I'm gonna do what I screwed you on the first time.
Listen.
And you're gonna like it.
Listen.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We have a discussion like black scammers in the black community. They're ballsy, but these white scammers.
Okay. Yes. Let me say this. Truth is taking a beating right now.
Yes, it is.
Falsehood, being exposed, cognitive dissonance, that shit is winning.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is way up. I mean, I just watched somebody get exposed.
Text messages.
I saw the text
I saw
messages.
Excel spreadsheets.
I seen it there.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
And it don't matter. I'm like, he said that? That nigga said that. He not supposed to say that. And truth is down here. I've never seen truth take such a beating.
Yeah.
Truth is on the ropes. And falsehood and scamming and what do they call it? Grifters. This shit is winning.
Yeah.
Use this a close battle. Love.
Yeah.
No hate.
Yeah.
And then love come through. You know, you used to it being like a balance.
Yeah.
No. There's no throw in the towel.
Yeah.
This shit is one-sided. And I'm thinking, this is just weird narcissistic behavior. If you're not scamming, you ain't trying. If you're not being exposed for something, because it adds to your allure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go, thank you for that information. Now I can make an educated decision.
Yeah.
Let me know. They double and triple down on their people.
Yeah.
That's my dude. Yeah. I don't care. And it's not just the black community.
No, it's not.
Presidents,
ex-presidents,
former presidents, presidents' children, white scammers. This is across the board.
Absolutely.
The devil is got this shit on smash. You know what? I think I'm cashing my chips in. All of this trying to be honorable shit and do the right thing. It's no money in this shit.
Yeah.
It's no money in trying to do I can't even get $5.
Yeah, sign up for our Urban X crypto course. We have Urban X crypto.
We're gonna have a crypto course.
Crypto bot, you know what I'm saying?
By next week.
500% return and on your $5.
And the more people that poke holes in our shit, the more we're gonna sell. Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, you know, I always think about like, you know, when like, okay, people who are accused of something crazy, right? And like, you know, they get exposed for a little bit and then like on to the next thing. Like, what is the conversation like?
There is no next thing.
No, I mean like, what is the conversation like? Yo, like, so did you do that? Like how did?
Well, you want some of this money or not?
Yeah.
The reverends. The pastors, they've been doing this for years. They've been sleeping with everybody in the congregation. One lady just recently punched another wife of a reverend in the face during the ceremony, during God's moments. Dude, it don't matter.
Where did that happen?
Somewhere I was online and I saw it. So y'all looking at this thing all wrong. You're looking at this thing all wrong, Malcolm.
I don't know,
You're
man.
trying to do the right thing.
Listen,
you
man.
want to have a legitimate business. You're like, you know what? I can't go no lower than $5.
Yeah.
No, this is all wrong.
Oh, okay.
The whole process.
Damn.
We got to get a Urban X crypto coin going. We got to start selling some shit that is never delivered to you.
Yeah.
We got to put on events that of no value.
That's free, but I'ma charge you.
Yeah, we got to do all of that kind of ish. And then we'll start winning.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Craziness.
Sad, man.
Yeah,
sad but true.
Yeah.
Sad but true.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, did you guys see Mayor Eric Adams, New York City?
Yep.
Take a trip to Israel. Sit with the
Dude, they all have to take a trip to Israel.
Whoa, like
that's a part of
But
your...
he didn't say nothing. Like, what do you
No,
do?
no, it ain't even about you saying that. We need to know where your alignment is.
Yeah. He was wearing the yarmulke and all that. Like,
you better yarmulke your ass out there and put a piece of tissue and put that shit in the wall and be sitting there, you know, with this shit. Like, you better get it done because we need to know where your alignment is.
That's crazy.
And that's how you... Now, he don't have to go to the museum because he didn't say that in foul.
Yeah.
If he would have said something foul, of course, you got to make the museum tour. You got to be hugging a few Jewish kids and say you now understand the loss of the Holocaust and how many people died.
Yeah.
You got to do that tour. He don't have to do that, but we need to know, you know, where you stand on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He working hard for that Midwood area, Midwood, Brooklyn.
You better.
Area vote.
You better stop playing. Let me get into politics. I'm making the trip too. I don't care what y'all think about
But
me.
it's just like what are you doing there? Like, you know what
I'm there worshiping the Jewish God.
Like, what are you doing there? And then Joe Biden, he went to Maui, the island.
He fell asleep, didn't he?
Yes, he fell asleep. During some of the families were talking about, and he fell asleep like during the whole thing. And but then when he got there, people were chanting "F Joe Biden."
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So that was happening. You can ignore it like it wasn't happening, Joe, but it was happening.
It was happening.
And then he talked about the fire, and he compared it to a small kitchen fire that him and his wife had at home.
Oh, that got out of control.
Yeah, but that was, fine in a little while.
Oh, okay.
He said, it reminds me of when, me and Jill, it happened in our kitchen, and it's like, that's so wild to say.
Yeah.
People
people are still missing.
And then he talked about Bo, his son. He always brings up the son that died somehow. Somehow, the son died like 4 different ways every time
you hear about.
Every time you hear about him, he died at war. He was captured, and then he died of cancer. Then he died of. It's always some different way he explained how his son dies. Man, it's that dude is crazy. That dude is nuts.
Yeah.
And then something else happened. Oh yes, so the governor talked. Oh, real quick, before I miss this. Remember the cop, right?
The sheriff?
The sheriff, the one who was in Vegas?
Yes.
One of the things. Apparently, he is the coroner as well.
Whoa.
He said he was the coroner as well.
Whoa. So he's the sheriff and the coroner?
And the coroner. I got to pull it up. He was at a press conference.
Not only that, he resigned.
Yes. Was it him that resigned? It was the other guy that resigned.
Let me tell you what I've been told through my sources, which are 35% inaccurate.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Is that they had 4 other candidates for this job of Hawaiian, you know what I mean? They paid him, when he got the job, 2 months into the job, he asked for a $50,000 raise. Unheard of for them in their department. They gave him a $50,000 moving allowance to move his family, and they could have hired somebody. They said the morale in the Hawaiian Police Department has never been that low. People were resigning. People with 20, 30 years on the job were resigning as he got in and a part of a new regime. His main secretary died in a car crash after he got his money. Died in a car crash at 4 a.m. chasing a purse snatcher while she was out delivering papers with her daughter. Long story. A lot of weird stuff going on with this guy. Whether it's him or his man, the whole shit is weird out there.
Crazy.
Very weird stuff. Very weird stuff.
So, yeah, that's going on. Let's take some questions.
Yeah, let's get to some questions.
Take some questions. Yeah, apparently he's the corner. I got to find that press conference because he said it. And I was just like, wait, how the hell?
Yeah.
How do you have that many jobs?
Yeah. So we can kill people and I can dispose of the bodies.
So King Von's killer, they dropped the charges for him.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
A little something.
Lil Tim.
Yeah, Tim. They said it was self-defense or something.
And he did a video like talking about it basically. I've never seen that before. Like actual, like he killed somebody. Like a known rapper, and he's a rapper now.
He's a rapper now?
Yeah, he did a video like rapping about it.
Oh, he rapping about getting off?
Yeah, he rapped about like his lawyer dropping, getting charged.
Well, he better watch himself because I'm pretty sure homie has a nice following.
Well,
did y'all talk about Larry Elder smoking
Charlamagne? I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
I mean, that was easy work. Charlamagne is what we call hood diet woke, real diet woke. So, you know.
He got cooked. Something nice.
Yeah.
Did you see the $1 million worth of game with Joe Budden?
Yes, this hoodie is on the site, the Black on Black. Say it again?
That was a terrible episode.
What?
$1 million worth of game with Joe Budden.
$1 million worth of game.
Gillian Wallow with Joe Budden.
Oh, no. I don't watch their show.
Terrible.
And that's no disrespect to them. You know.
What do you think about BRICS? I think it is an interesting development that's happening with the BRICS countries.
It's 55-1 right now in terms of American dollars.
Yes, and more countries are signing up to join. It's just one of those things where, like, the bully people, they gang up to face the bully. That's what's happening. It's going to be really interesting within the next 5 years.
No after show tonight. Maybe on Thursday we'll crank one, and maybe.
Thursday. Oh, because your birthday coming up. Like, you might.
Oh, that's right.
Your birthday coming up. You might have to get out early. I mean,
my birthday.
Yeah.
Make sure listen. I take all of your, Cash App. My hemoglobin for this month is very expensive. I'm on a budget. Get me in your Cash App there. So my birthday is Sunday. So I'll be taking that bread on Thursday.
Yeah.
And for you might want to put me on Monday. Yeah. Anywho, me and wife are gonna go away, and I'm gonna do what I do at home, but just away.
Yeah.
And just sit out and relax and chill.
You should.
55 years old.
Yeah. 5
and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So these are like new beginnings. We talked about it on the Urban Exclusive.
It's dope.
And just starting to appreciate and enjoy. The smaller things while you can, because they're going to ramp up the stress levels with other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to see Noble today.
Yeah.
And
y'all wore him out.
Ain't no shame in my game. I could see the park when I come out where I live. I got in my car. I made a U-turn. I drove past the light.
Yeah, I was just like, what the hell?
I made another U-turn and got out. You gotta make this thing work for you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Urban X. It's my birthday, 8/23. Big Virgo energy.
Big Virgo.
That's what we talking about.
Real quick, ultra interesting. I didn't even put that together. Bricks, masonry, like bricklayer. I didn't even put that together.
Oh, I didn't put that together as well either.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
Nice,
Good job with that. Yep.
We talked about Obama fantasizing about dudes. We definitely talked about that.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Oh yes, Ron Cephas Jones. He passed away. His Uncle Ice from Paid in Full, and he was in This Is Us.
Oh yeah, Uncle Ice from Paid in Full. Our condolences go out to him. They arrested the person who sold homie the drugs.
Yes, Michael Williams.
Yeah, Michael Williams or whatever.
Yeah,
and I had a problem with that. Not a problem with, but if my son died of an overdose, that would be the end of the story. Mm-hmm. And so, not to take anything away, why is that celebrity like that? They gotta find the person who sold him the shit. Did they force that on him? No, right? Mm-hmm. And so, no disrespect, but
I understand.
But you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Because if they started going after the people, we would clean this whole thing up. So the investigation ends with my son,
Michael K. Williams. Yes.
Michael K. Williams, but they found the person who sold him the shit. Just
any good documentaries. I haven't seen a good documentary in a little while. Yeah,
I'm watching Hard Knocks right now. Me and Eli.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Even though I think that coach, Jets coach, I don't know if I like his style.
I like his style.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't know if I like his style, because he kind of individualizes people too much on the team, right?
Okay.
So everybody had a bad game. Like, say team loses, he goes, well, the defense had a great job, offensive line, y'all were terrible. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah, but this is for TV too. So give a 15 to 20% leeway for TV. Sending a message to his team through TV.
I guess.
You got to kind of get a little theatrics with it.
Like, he talking about
your birthday is my mom's birthday. All right.
He be talking about like how much players are getting paid, and he deserves that. Like, he's our quarterback, and like, man, like, we all supposed to be team. But that's just me.
Okay, let's see how it all pans out.
University of Florida, did that drop? I gotta watch that one. The Johnny Manziel one was pretty good, but you know what's crazy, because I'm used to docu-series now. If I see like an hour and a half documentary, it feels short.
You feel like it should be something else added to it. Another young player died.
Yes,
from the University of Houston, I believe.
Basketball player,
23 years old.
Reggie Chaney.
Yeah, Reggie Chaney died. Condolences to his family.
Yes.
What happened to the Freaknik doc? I don't know. Hadn't heard much more about it.
You know what's crazy? It was so much fanfare about it because it got announced. It wasn't like they didn't have a release date.
They probably didn't even have nothing ready.
Yeah, they just said
so
this
now
is
they
happening.
may be working on it.
Yeah, they said this is happening and everybody went crazy.
Trust me, it's going to come out. Somebody gonna put it out there.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Super Mario's voice actor retiring? I thought he'd been retired. I don't know. Mortal Kombat new trailer dropped. Me and Eli talk about that though.
Yeah, on the show.
Yeah,
Yes.
me and Eli talk about that.
All right. Marcus Jordan is engaged. We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Y'all seen the videos of Maka Fest? No, I don't even know what that is. LeBron wasn't at D Wade's special night. I did notice that. That any lectures or breakdowns coming from you? No. Your thoughts on the diet they found? On the diet they found on Cornell West? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Can Stevie Wonder really see? Come on, Coach Wayne. Of course he can see.
Coach Wayne always got these kind of questions.
He always got these questions. Yeah, he can see. Been able to see. Come on, man.
Did you see Andre Iguodala ever turn and give? No, I didn't. No, I did not. His Coach Wayne asked us about Tyler Perry canceling that episode of the Boondocks. That was like widely known.
Yeah.
Like you can't even find clips of that episode on YouTube or nothing like that. He scraped it.
He scraped that. Malcolm, what happened to the black farmer whose white neighbors was killing his
cattle?
I believe he won the case.
Yeah.
35%.
No, because I remember a lot of people.
Yes.
I remember a lot of people like going on his land and trying to defend him because that was crazy.
Yes. Absolutely.
They are real quick. They are. There's a GOP debate happening, I think today or tomorrow, where all the Republicans, and Trump said he's not going to be there.
Okay, good for him.
Yo, he's winning.
It's ridiculous.
The poll numbers, like he's like at 64%. DeSantis is at like 16%.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
He is killing everybody.
The less he's doing, the more he's winning.
And he's even beating Biden in the head-to-head in some polls from like some colleges. Even if Fox has Biden at 44%, he's like at 43%.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's something crazy.
Let's get those likes up. We got about 800 likes, but it's 1,700 people in here.
Yes, we would appreciate it. Before we get out of here.
The co-founder of Adobe, just passed away too. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he created the PDF file and all that.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Is Apple gonna buy ESPN?
Apple's trying to buy ESPN. Yo, there has to be some type of these businesses cannot be allowed to get that big, right? They cannot be allowed to control that much.
That's like a conglomerate.
Yeah, like Apple, that's technology and media. That's too much.
Ew, that is
too much. I don't know. It's just me.
It's a lot of bread, bro. It's all owned by BlackRock eventually. So
that's true too.
I'm gonna give me a BlackRock job. I ain't fucking with y'all.
That's true too.
I'm gonna be up here next week.
BlackRock, Vanguard, or State Street. Those are the ones.
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm getting down with BlackRock.
Those are the ones.
I gotta cash my chips in.
Cause it's getting crazy out here.
Right, PDF, CBIT.
Yeah, I know Biden shouldn't be in office. Absolutely, come on. He falling asleep. Everybody's trying to cover for him. But like I said, CNN and left-leaning publications
starting to waver a little bit. Yeah.
Didn't Google buy YouTube? They did.
Google did buy YouTube.
They
yes.
But
and that's why the number 1 and number 2 search engines in the world is Google and YouTube. Yep.
Somebody said I was fired from a BlackRock company yesterday. I was sued, but don't play.
Don't play.
Did you guys also see the irony and I don't know if it was irony, just kind of caught my eye, but the hurricane that's supposed to hit LA, Hurricane Hillary.
Yes.
Right? No?
But that's right. That's why they did that.
Yeah. Right?
I know they do alphabetical orders with them and
Yeah.
Black Dot, Black Rock, that kind of Black Dot. Yeah.
And he want to change his name. I see you. I see you. On Clinton's birthday, yes, yeah.
Wow, on Clinton's birthday.
Yeah.
See, now they messing with you.
And Biden, he went to visit Hawaii on like the 64th anniversary of something that had to deal with the island as well. Like the numbers always just
they always line this thing
up, man.
Yeah, they always line this thing up.
It's always something crazy.
Truth will always win. I don't know what Truth you watching. Truth getting his ass whipped.
Can someone tell me about Pinky? That's the girl who does the NPC TikTok thing, and she be getting a bunch of money because like she does the.
She's a non-character.
Yeah. Her, she making money.
Yeah. All her Anna Shannon Sharp gay rumors.
Is that because he walks the way he walks? Because he has 2 hip surgeries.
Big ass nigga walking like this and shit. I said, what? That shit hurt me, man. Because that nigga was like, and then he ran a little bit, and he was walking in the airport with a little poodle one time, I swear. And somebody was taking pictures, and he was like, come on, man. Come on, man. Really? And then he just walked away and shit. I was
Real quick question. Somebody said, if the HD TV stuff is the use of today's rebellion, will Noble's rebellion be the opposite and going back to tradition? Could be because we've talked about a bunch of times before, because a lot of the youth now they claiming to be like pansexual or a non-binary and stuff like that, and I think right for the people who don't really want to go that far, they just label themselves something else and really not have to, because they say, gender identities, all the stuff. It doesn't matter who you're attracted to. Like, so you could be a man and say I'm a woman, but still be attracted to women. So it does nothing for you.
I'm so glad that my parenting days are over.
Yeah, it's rough.
Now my grandparenting days are a little bit different because I'm a buffer. You gotta, you know. I'm done.
So I don't know what the next stage of rebellion would be by the time Noble gets, a little older, but we'll see, man. Did Deion Sanders sell out? Absolutely.
Yeah, he been sold out.
Absolutely.
Yo, you say Lonzo Ball, his career might be over.
Well, he
wearing them big baller shoes. Why don't y'all just call it for what it is? He was wearing them cheap goddamn sneakers.
Was he wearing those?
Well, he had to promote the brand.
Oh man.
Dude, he had to promote the brand.
I didn't. Oh man! But he did a video today.
I saw
showing that he could,
getting that Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, getting that Stephen A.
I don't know. Could have been that. Could have been them sneakers.
How was that Bobby outdoor getting those big interviews so quickly? Industry plant. They tried. Apparently, she's not been able to get more interviews.
Is that the little girl?
The white girl, yeah.
Oh,
who
no,
sat
that's
down
the
with
white
Drake.
girl. Okay.
Who sat down with
because there's a
Lil
little
Yachty.
black girl who's cute. She's interviewing all the celebrities.
I know who you're talking about. I forget her name.
She's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's an industry plant. Like it's nothing, but it's not working. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like the big podcasts, platforms are not really going for it.
Okay, all right.
Because she was doing weird ads on her show. Like and Rory and Maul, they talked about. They was like, listen, if she was getting like some of the ads she was doing, it was like those are ads like we would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody to that effect. You got Drake, you got Yachty, you got Mark Cuban.
Right.
You should be doing way more.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that, but. They said that like Gillian Wallow. We got commercials, but Gillian Wallow, they got commercials like every 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and like a 3-hour podcast. No, I'm not.
First of all, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Dude, I could not, unless Black Rock is cracking checks.
Yeah.
I'll be up here like 9 hours, and for hour 5.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes we'll have commercials. Yeah.
Man, we wouldn't be doing the podcast 2 times.
Nah, not with my hemoglobin.
Yeah, it's too much. But with that being said, guys.
Yeah.
With that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Somebody said, "Wait, please answer how Deion Sanders is a sellout." Like, Deion Sanders is a sellout. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he went to Jackson State University. When he claimed, he said he was there to save HBCU. He was there to shine a light on HBCU colleges.
He said God sent him.
God sent him. That's what he said. He said he was there to bring more black talent to the HBCU scene, not just to Jackson State, but to all HBCUs, things like that. As soon as he got the opportunity to leave, he did. Now, did he bring some kids with him to Colorado to be on a bigger stage? Absolutely.
But the first thing he said was, there's no robberies here. This is crime-free areas.
That's what he said.
He said, it's like he threw the black community under the bus.
And then when he talked about his recruiting practices, he says when he looks for a quarterback, he looks for somebody with a 2-family household, looks for somebody with good grades. But when he looks for a defensive lineman, he looks for somebody with one parent at home looking and trying to save mama on free lunch. He said those things.
Those are the things he said, bro.
That sounds like a Republican to me. That sounds like somebody, that sounds like Michael Orr's parents. Or his adopted parents. That's what that sounds like to Malcolm.
Yeah.
Okay? But with that being said...
And now he's in a white predominant... The only black kids he's teaching are on the team.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole community is lily white now in a beautiful gated community, which is what he wanted all the time. And don't at me on this because I'm almost undefeated messing with you people. With Kaepernick and all this... Lonzo Ball and all of these things you guys was chopping me down for, I'm still standing.
All right.
Kwame Brown, all that shit that I told you was bullshit.
Coach Wayne just made a great point, and he also made Jackson State give up Nike just to sign with Nike.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, how about that?
Right? But thank you guys for another great show. We see you on Thursday. Like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes.
Join the membership, urbanx.nyc, shop urbanx.com. I don't want to give y'all too many things to do at once because they might not do nothing. So just join the membership. We appreciate y'all.
Join the membership. Appreciate you.
All right.
Peace.